So this is a candid moment for me tonight. There's nothing written down. There's nothing rehearsed. This is just a real be true to you moment. um, just been thinking a lot for the past couple of weeks, how things have been transpiring for my life. And I realized that with the greater responsibilities that we have, um, there's many obstacles that come with it. Um, I had to really sit down and do a very hard reset and take inventory of my actions, my mental, my gratitude towards certain things. Um, I just realized that, many things in life are very prevalent, but they don't have to be a necessary additive for my life. I have to choose what's going to be very important and what's not. And when I say that, I'm saying when you find yourself being a person that is to themselves, meaning you don't mess with nobody, you do what needs to be done, you get it done to the best of your ability, and of course with God's help, and you strive for excellence. But there's also, it's not a but, it's yet, there is a obstacle course that's along the way, that you have to take part in to see where your endurance is. And I had to realize that my endurance was a little low, but with doing that, I also realized where my strength came from. It's not that I didn't know, it's just sometimes when you get so bogged down with the world and the system and, the minute things, they tend to have you and you not have them. So, yeah, it, like I said, this is random, and it's not really random. It's really orchestrated tonight. And yes, this is at nighttime. So I had to jump on. I had to come on and say something to those that are maybe wondering or trying to figure out which way do I need to go? How do I need to handle certain things? If I want better, then how do I get better? If I want to see, manifestation in my life, then where do I begin to see the process or the progress? Manifestation is not an easy thing, but it is easy with God, of course. But there's also testing and trials that come not only to, see where you are, but it's also to make you strong. When you have finished the testing, when you have finished the trial, you have to, or I had to realize that no matter what, I have to keep going, even if I don't feel like it, even if I don't, look the part per se of what the world says. But I'm not worried about the world. I'm worried about what God says about me, and I'm worried about my life and who's going to be connected to me, who's going to be, a great support system, who's going to offer the guidance that's going to be beneficial for my life in the long run, not just for a short period of time. Those key factors are very important. They're very life-changing. So with understanding who you are, not only in Christ, but on understanding who you are in this world, on this earth, as a living, moving, breathing, living human being. There's many roads that we can take, but we have to make sure that when we take those different paths, that we acknowledge that we did it. We made the choice, not someone else. Nobody, like they said, held a gun at your head and said, oh, well, you got to do this. And if you don't, then that's it for you. No, there's many experiences with life, which causes ups and downs. There's many experiences with life that causes us to have reflective, introspective moments. There's many experiences in life that gives us the joy and the peace and the understanding and knowledge that we can get through it. But sometimes, when you find yourself by yourself, when you find yourself alone, not by yourself, but when you find yourself alone or just kind of separated from everything or every situation or what's going on right now around you, and you have been like kind of isolated, but you didn't do it yourself, it was God. So that's, in a way, he's putting a hedge of protection around you so that you won't harm yourself to the point where it could be to death. So I just thank God just from the 2 weeks that I've gone through. And it's not, again, there's nothing written down. This is just all fresh, where my thoughts are, how I'm feeling. I've had a chance to reflect a lot. I've had a chance to calm myself down. I've had a chance to even refocus and redirect my energy in things that are very important right now versus what I want or what I need, because what I need is not always what God wants or needs for my life. So I have to go with what he wants and desires for my life and not my flesh. Yes, flesh can get in the way when it comes to the production of who you are, of becoming. And I know I'm saying a lot of ums because, again, I'm usually asleep. It is right now 10:03. So 10:03 on a Thursday. Yes. So March, was the March, you have to tell which one. March 20th, 2025 at 10:03. I'm just, I'm thankful and I'm grateful that I'm still alive, because it could be another way for me. And I just thank God and I praise him for who he is in my life. And no, I don't have every I dotted or every T crossed. And I do have things that I still deal with just like everybody else, because we're all human. And I still don't let that deter me from doing what his will is for my life. So I thank God for everything that is happening. I'm grateful. Excuse me. I'm grateful for the life change. I'm grateful for, just being me. A lot of people don't understand me, and it's okay. Sometimes I don't understand me because it's not me doing it, it's God. He's redirecting my life and he's pivoting my mindset. So it's just like, it goes back to the first video or clip that I recorded, which is about, you have to reset. And whenever you reset, it is really a true hard reset. And many people don't know how to adjust that quickly. And sometimes, things will come up later that you have to deal with after you have resetted. And it's okay. So I just thank God that I am just at a point in my life where I'm listening to my body. I'm being focused about how and where and when it comes to certain things. I'm also attentive to what's going to be beneficial for me moving forward, or if it's just like a self-gratification thing for a short period of time, or just overall being alive, to being able to see, being able to hear, being able to have my senses, all my senses, and still be in my right mind and have a good heart. It may not be all the way pure. That's the truth. Now that's what you call being true. You got to be true to yourself, because if you don't know how to be true to yourself, I don't know what else you can do. When I tell people, when I meet them, that you're either going to take all of me or none, because I don't fake about what is happening in my life. I don't I don't I don't make them feel like they have to put on a show just to perform for me. I don't want that. I'm fine being behind the scenes. I'm fine being, um, you know, quiet, if you will. I know many people will say she's not quiet. Yes, I like to be quiet. That's why most people say, well, every time I look at you, you're always either sitting and watching and looking and you're not saying anything. And it's like, yeah, because I'm observing my surroundings. It's like, when we're talking so much, we don't know or we don't see what's happening behind the scenes. And when we're moving too much, then we miss the major key components um, of your life, basically, because everything that happens to you, for you, by you, through you is all concerning your life. Um, I don't know. My mind is just in a grateful place, and being true to you has really changed my life for the past 10 years, 10, 11, 12 years, 13 years. Because being true to you, spiritual awakening started well before I started writing. So I just, seeing how my life has evolved and is still evolving is very unique. um, yes, so there's many things to come. I just can't say a lot, but I know that I had to jump on really quick, just to say, I can feel the difference and I can see the difference, and working out more, changing my eating habits, um, making sure that I'm asking the Lord first if I should do X, Y, and Z, or if I should go X, Y, and Z, or if I should partake in X, Y, and Z before I do it. It makes a big difference. And sometimes he shocks me, and sometimes I shock him. So, with all that being said, I just want to encourage everyone that is subscribed. Thank you so much for the 24 subscribers to my channel. Thank you so much for liking the vlogs, the posts, the reels, the shorts, all of them. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for just being genuine of who you are and who I am. And also keep, commenting down below, and make sure that, you like the videos. And if you like them now, not for play, this is for real. Because what I talk about is just coming from my heart. Um, it's a real life journey, and you're on it with me. But if you don't want to be on it, it's okay. I understand. Everything is not for everybody, and I'm not for everybody, and it's okay. I understand that. I know I'm unique. I know I'm different. I know I'm particular, or peculiar, excuse me. I know I am particular about certain things, but I have a way about me that is very unique and very outlandish sometimes, but only those that have the wavelength, if you will, they understand. And that's no knock against everybody or anybody that's watching this post or this page or this channel. I'm very confident in who I am. I know who I am. I know what I've been through. I've been through a lot in my life. And, being at the age that I am now, I am grateful for every moment that I have been awarded to live through, to come out of. It's a lot right here. So, just to experience with certain people, some have gone on, some have, walked away, some have, told me I wouldn't be something or anything. Some have even, tried to discourage me from doing certain things because of what they thought. It's okay. It's okay. At first, I would let it get to me, but now my skin has been so tough, but now it's like alligator skin, if you will, where it's like, it's tough enough to where it won't penetrate. And I know who I am. I am confident and I am loving who I am. I have so much to give to myself. And there was a point, real story. There was a point in my life where I felt like um, that I was not enough. And I know that may strike a chord with some people, but that's what I want. I want people to understand that they're not alone. And even me being a leader in ministry, having my own ministry, um, being, just a roundaway girl, woman, um, being that, that sister or that aunt that, will sit down and listen to you. There was a time in my life where I did not feel like I was enough. I felt like I had to live up to the standards of others. And that was, back in high school. But I started, changing. I started doing things like others. I started, acting out. I started portraying the characteristics of other people as well. To the point where, my mom and dad were like, "What is wrong with you? What are you doing?" Because that's not how we raised you. And I was like, "Yeah, but this is what everybody's doing. This is what everybody's, used to. And, I don't want to be different. I want to, I want to be in with the crowd. I don't want to stand out." But not realizing that later on in life, I would be the one to stand out. Yeah, going back to me not feeling that I was enough, because I did post maybe a couple of days ago on my channel about, where I had a blue dress on with purple heels. And at that time, it was like 7 years ago. And I had just, recently lost, well, not lost, but my sister, Tanya Williams, had Lord Jesus. Yes, my sister, Tanya Williams, she transitioned around that time. And I was also doing a lot of transitioning as well, being in, uh, a certain church at the time as well. And um, my weight was like almost like near 300 pounds. In the picture, it does not look like that, but I am a solid individual. I do have muscle, but I also have, the natural body fat, um, which is PHAT, pretty hot and tempted. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not. But yes, I did have the body weight on me, but I also had other weights on me, which is spiritual as well, which will also make you feel like you have weight on you. So at that point, I was carrying around like almost 300 pounds. And at that time, I was, just transitioning from one ministry to another, helping them build and grow the ministry while I was still harvesting my own. So that kind of took a toll on me, because I was like, I had gotten a rut, and then I felt like I was not lovable. I felt like I was not, reachable or teachable. Like, couldn't nobody tell me anything. I wanted to just give up. Sometimes I wanted to just, wow out. I wanted to just do any and everything that my mind thought of. I wasn't thinking clearly because I had so much on me, to the point where I was just like, okay, let it consume me and I'll just be okay. But that's not the way to go. That causes like so many burnouts and so many outbursts that are not good for you or for the other person that's involved. So, at that time I was, again, transitioning, and still dealing with so much hurt and pain and disbelief. And, you know, even to this day, sometimes it doesn't feel like it's real. And then, you know, maybe a couple of years, well, a year and a half or 2 years after, I'm thinking, I can't get all the dates right now, but like I said, it is 10 something at night tonight. Then my other sister-in-law, or my sister, so I have two sisters that are gone on. She transitioned. So it was like two whammies back to back for me. And those were the two people that I talked to. And I was real with them, and I was genuine with them. And I, you know, poured my heart out, and I let them know, you know, like, why am I not enough? Why am I not this? And why am I not that? And, you know, what is it that people don't see that I see and I know about me? And, you know, I want to be loved. I want to be cherished. I want to be this. And, you know, they both were telling me, you're a special individual, Mia, and only the right person will come into your life and do what needs to be done, say what needs to be said, obtain what they need to obtain, and secure you, meaning creating that security blanket of love, genuine care, genuine protection, genuine, you know, assurance that it doesn't matter what I look like, or it doesn't matter what or how I do things in life, as long as I love them, they love me, and we're 100% with each other, and you know, you mean it from your heart and your soul, everything else will come into play. And communication, they know about me, communication is very key. If you don't communicate with me, it's okay. It just shows me where you are as an individual, because I like to communicate. I like to be, like they say, blunt, but I've really toned that down. But I like to also allow people to see my true inner being, which is being authentic, organic, which is being true to myself, which is, you know, having that self-love, having the love and the empathy for others, and also having the compassion. If I don't have compassion for you, I'm not going to give you the time. I'm not going to give you the day. I'm not going to give you the hour. I'm not going to even, you know, like, think about where you are, what you're doing, who you know what I'm saying? Like, who you're around, and is it good? Is it bad? Is it this? Is it that? It's not just about one person. It's about my mother. It's about my brothers. It's about my nieces. It's about, you know, church family. It's about, you know, my spiritual parents. It's about all the, like, whoever is connected to me. I may not get a chance to call everybody, and I may not get a chance to say, hey, how you doing, da da da. But it's whoever God puts on my mind to speak to, that's what I'm gonna do. So if I may not get to you right then, or if I may not get to you sometime this year, if I may not get to you and say something, you know, in the next couple months or whatever, please do not count that as, oh, well, she's not trying to speak to me, or she's not trying to talk to me. No, because I know what it feels like to be by yourself and set aside, and make, you know, people will make you feel like you're not worthy of them, or in their capacity, or you're not in their lane or on their level. But it's like, do they even know what their level is? Do you even know what lane you're in? Do you even know what capacity you hold for other people? Because I do. I've been through it, and it's bad. It doesn't feel good whenever you know the feelings of that. What is it? My goodness, can't think. When you know the feelings of those characteristics, or those attributes of what you're talking about, what you're expressing, which means if you are holding capacity for somebody, that means you have enough capacity for yourself and for someone else. whenever they're going through something, you can put your stuff aside a little bit and then come back to it later, but you're giving them that unconditional, unapologetic. Yeah, it's all unapologetic, but it's just genuine. It's there's nothing tied to it. I don't have conditions on mine. I don't have any motives where it's confusing, because what I say is what I'm saying, and when I say it, whatever comes from my mouth is coming from my heart, because I mean it. I don't know what other way to put it. So I know it's, let's see, it's 25 minutes. Okay, I've been talking for 25 minutes and I got to get up at like 4:30 to go to work. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. But again, I just want everyone to be true to themselves. If you see me out somewhere and I don't look like I used to, it's okay. Again, I just thank God that I had the opportunity to spend a lot of long nights with my sisters, who encouraged me a lot to do the things that I'm doing now. I never thought I would, but they always told me, you have stuff for other people. You have certain words are for certain people out here in the world, and it's not just for a small group. And I'm like, nobody's not gonna listen to me. I'm not anybody like, that important. But I'm realizing that it's not about the numbers. It's about that one person, that one soul. If I can reach that one soul or reach that one person that actually has an ear to hear, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be authentic. I'm gonna be genuine. I'm gonna be who I am. I only know how to be Mia. I only know how to be a prophet. I only know how to be a teacher. I only know how to be, a woman of God. I already know how to be a strong Black woman. I only know how to be authentic. I already know how to be genuine and caring. I know how to be a loving person. That's just some. There's a lot. I know how to be creative. I know how to be, a good listener. I know how to give advice whenever it's needed or when it's asked of me. But it's all coming from Him, not me. So, again, I thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to comment whenever you hear something good. Anything that's been, shared on this channel, please comment, subscribe, like, share it. Please share. I'm not about the numbers. I'm about the soul, and I'm about being real and being true. So be true to you. And Hebrews 12:1. No matter what, don't ever quit. If I didn't quit, you can't quit. Okay? This has been a true moment for me. It is late at night, so my words may sound gibberish. I'm not apologizing for anything. You're getting the real, raw, uncut, unrehearsed. Like, this is me. This is it. So you can either take it or leave it. But thank you again. I love you all. I genuinely care. And I'll see you on the flip side.